Hello, and welcome to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In today's segment, I would like to talk about the coronavirus. I know I've done a segment on it already, part one and part two, but this particular segment is I just want to talk about the people. Okay, I've been reading a lot of different posts on social media where people are saying, "Oh, it's just a common cold," or it's just the flu, or it's just pneumonia. But what they fail to understand is whatever it is, it's killing people. So for you to just set aside what's going on is just so ignorant, because this is not a joke. And everyone is making it seem like they can just take some NyQuil or Tylenol, cold and flu, and be okay. These people are dying because of this virus. And to be so nonchalant about it is just disgusting. And to make jokes about it, saying how people are just panicking for no reason, it's not no reason. People are panicking because this is taking a lot of lives. A lot of lives have been lost. And I'm pretty sure a lot more lives in the future will be lost. And I will say this, and I did a segment on this too. I did a segment on being able to see things. A lot of people don't believe in psychics. I don't call myself a psychic, but I do see things and have been able to see things since the age of, I believe I was 14, 15 years old. I didn't understand it then. It used to scare me. I was scared to death to see these things I was seeing, and I didn't even know what to do about it. And I could remember praying for God to remove whatever was having me see these things, because I did not understand them. So therefore, when I got a little bit older, I was able to better understand what was going on. So therefore, in saying that, this was no surprise. This whole epidemic thing was no surprise whatsoever. And if anyone goes back and listens to my segment where I said how it is to be a psychic, it's something about being a psychic, which again, I just don't like calling myself that. I just say seer because I see things, and I'd rather not be considered a psychic. But on Christmas Day of 2019, I was sitting and talking to my family at exactly about 9:30 p.m., right before everyone was leaving out to go back to their own homes after Christmas dinner and, gathering. It was 9:30. And I told my family, I said, there's something big that's coming. I said, I don't know if it's going to be some type of war or some type of bad disease or bacteria, but whatever it is, it's coming. And they said, when? I said, around January. I said, there's going to be a lot of deaths. I said, a lot of people are going to die. And I told them that, but they asked when it would end. I said it would slow up around July or August. And it's not going to end. It's going to slow up. And then this happens. And therefore, I told everyone. So I find myself every single day now telling people I told you so. Because I told people this was going to happen. I saw it. I saw it on Christmas Day. Everything that I have been telling them about the shutdowns, about everything, I have constantly, every day since that day, have been telling everyone the way this was going to go. Because I was able to see it. I saw it all like a movie right in front of my face. And I told them, I said, we could have, all of us, and I will say this about me, even though I saw this, I didn't do anything to prepare for it. I didn't. I really didn't. I I saw it and I felt the need to make sure I told everyone about it, but I did not go out and purchase anything. I didn't go out and do anything about it. But I did tell everyone what I saw. And one thing about me is if I see it, I'm going to tell it, because you're not supposed to withhold that type of information from anyone. And the way I saw it is the way it's happening. Everything was just crazy. And I was explaining it to the family and friends that I told. And I told them, you might not want to believe it, but wait until January. I said, you're going to see there's going to be a lot that's going to start happening with this situation. I said, people are going to be dying. I said, and it's going to be bad. I was hoping, I think a part of me was like really hoping, okay, that what I saw was wrong, but it wasn't. And what I see is never wrong, and I'm not saying that to brag on the ability that God has blessed me with, because I don't think that could have come from anyone but God. And even though I have this ability that I'm blessed with, a part of me was still hoping that it did not come to pass. That I just hope that it was something lost, that it would not surface, but it did. That's why when it started to unfold, I wasn't surprised. I just sat here like, wow, here it is. So it began. But in saying that, to get back to the subject, people are saying it's just no big deal. Okay. And those are the same people that if it happened to hit one of their family members or them, or one of their friends, they would be the ones crying, saying, asking why. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? So why is it that all of these people are so ignorant to the fact that this is happening? This is real. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a lie. And it's not a simple cold or a bad cold. This is a deadly virus that's killing people. And for all of these people that's saying, everyone's making a big deal out of it, are going to be the main ones that's in full hysteria when they see that they can't even get to the things that they need to get to, because they've sat on their asses and didn't at least get something that they might need just in case something happened to where everyone would end up on lockdown. And I remember being on such a lockdown during the riots of LA. It wasn't pretty, to not be able to walk out your door and get the things you needed because you were on curfew. Or if you needed something in the middle of the night, you couldn't go out and get it because you just couldn't. I can remember being told when we went outside to get back in that we were under curfew and we had no reason to be out by the military. They said no one is able to be outside of their homes. You have to go back in. So I know the feeling. And what people don't understand is when that happens and they start to shut shit down, it's real. Okay. It gets really real, because you might not know what you need until you can't go get it. And then what are you going to do? So I suggest all of these people that's sitting here saying this is a conspiracy theory, all of this is just not happening. This is fake. This is that. It's this, it's that. It's not fake. I happen to believe that the virus was made up in a lab. Now, I do believe that. I believe it's man-made. I will say that. And I've always believed that every one of these viruses that they've made, that's surfaced, has been man-made. I'll stand on believing that. But what's going on with it, since it's been prepared and let go, is real. Okay, because I've never said anything that was not true and that did not come to pass. And there's a lot of people out there that I've talked to, even strangers that I've talked to, that will tell you she knows what she's saying 100%. I'm not an astrologer. I don't play with tarot cards. I don't play with rocks or whatever the hell else they do out there. I'm showing it like just as I'm talking right now, I can see anything that I want to see. Anything that I don't want to see is still shown to me. That's the type of person I am. So I will never lie to anyone at all. But when I say this is not a joke, people, get it together. Go do what you need to do for your family. Make sure you have the things that you need for your family. But please stop sitting around saying, oh, it's just a little cold or a little bit of pneumonia. Come on now, people. You can't sound any more ignorant than you do right now, I don't think. Get out there and get what you need for your family. Even if you don't want to believe what's going on right in front of your face. If you have children, just get out there and get the things you need for your kids. Just make sure they don't suffer at because of your stupidity. Okay? And again, all I'm saying is this was in the making since January. It was coming. And anybody out there, whether psychic or whatever, seer or whatever they want to call themselves, if they're good at what they do, they saw it coming too. I saw it on December 25th, and I told family and friends about it, and it has played out 100% the way I saw it. So that's why I decided to do this segment, because it just pissed me off when I was reading all this stuff and people were saying that everyone was overreacting. All of these people saying people are running out doing this and doing that. Those are going to be the same people trying to run to these empty stores when they have nothing to get, and they're going to be hurt because they're not going to know what way to go. And we're not living in a world where people are too sharing or giving or even kind, to be honest. So don't assume that someone's going to give you what they have, because not everyone's like that. Now, the type of person I am, I would help whomever needs the help. But that's me. But we're living in a world right now where people don't give a damn about the next person. So what you don't have is what you don't have. You won't get. Because people aren't going to take from their families and give to you. That's just a proven fact. That's not how people do it. And when it's a situation like this, they are really not going to do it. You're going to have to really find a kind person to go into what they have to give to you, when they shouldn't even have to do that, because you should get off your ass and make sure that your home and your family is taken care of, regardless of how bad you think it won't be or how bad you think it's not. At least prepare. You always prepare for the worst, so that when it comes down to it, you're taken care of. Your family is taken care of. Don't be one of those ignorant people that's sitting back, and then at the end you're going to be crying and screaming for help, and there's not going to be one person there willing to help you, because the first thing they're going to say is, well, you said it was not going to happen, or you said that it was going to be okay, that everyone was over exaggerating, and then you're going to be left with nothing. You're going to leave your family out there high and dry. So all I'm saying is, it's real. And this has been talked about. I read some other articles where there was other psychics out there that had talked about something like this. So apparently it was already in the making. It was already going to happen. And I can honestly say I saw it on December 25th. I've read where some psychics saw it last year, and again, I don't identify with being psychic. I just don't call myself psychic, but I do see things, a lot of things. And when I say I'm very, very accurate, I'm very accurate with the things that I see. So in saying that, when I tell people they need to get off their asses and do what they need to do and make sure that they have the things they need to protect their family, I mean, do what you need to do to protect your family. Don't sit back and wait to the last minute and then be screaming and crying for someone to help you, because you're not going to get the help that you need. Okay? And that's why I did this video. I just didn't plan on doing any for a while, because I just wanted all this to blow over, because you don't know who's listening to podcasts right now with the things that's going on in the world today. But I think that you all really need to get yourself situated, because only God knows what's next, because it's not going to get any better right now. Right now, it's only going to get worse. And I can tell you between the next 3 to 4 weeks, it's going to be very bad. So if you all don't do what you need to do, then obviously you don't care. Okay? All right. I would like to thank all of you for listening to my podcast. As I always say, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you really don't have to listen. But for those of you that enjoy listening, I appreciate your feedback that I do get regarding my videos. And until next time, thanks for joining me, Dora Middleton, on Life as It Is. Take care.